I've been taking photographs kind of all my life. It's probably about 55 years now, and I've always been interested in the kind of world around us and the natural world. I'm old enough when we used to kind of roam around outside and climb trees and catch tadpoles. And I think just as I discovered photography, it's just a natural way of enjoying the outdoors and environment in a different way. So it started quite naturally. My favourite subject is wildlife and birds. The nice thing about bird photography is you end up going to interesting places and being in the outdoors. Partly just because I've travelled quite a lot with my work and ministry. I've gone to fascinating places like the Falkland Islands, Hong Kong, France, Canada, Africa, so it hasn't been hard to find places. These days, there's a kind of good network of social media and all sorts of connections to tell you where to go. But in the old days, it was asking around and friends and people sending you postcards from good places.
I've been enjoying photography for about 5 years now. It was mainly through a friend in the States who I used to admire their pictures. They had some amazing pictures of their dog, and I got into first taking pictures of my dog, Kira, and then after that I started to enjoy taking pictures of wildlife. I've just really enjoyed getting out and about around some of the islands. Sea Lion Island was amazing, and the Murrell, and there's so many beautiful places to practice wildlife photography here.
I've been here about a month now, and I've been very fortunate. I've taken lots of pictures of ducks, geese, the wonderful upland geese that are everywhere, and the steamer ducks are very photogenic. And when the snow was falling on them, that was great fun. So I've done really well. I've had a great time. I have a very big lens on my camera, telephoto lens, to be able to take photographs from a respectful distance. When I first started wildlife photography, the rule that you were taught is never affect your subject. And that's the most important thing, never harm your subject for the sake of a photograph, don't disturb them.
I just like the challenge of trying to get a moving bird in focus and you know, with nice scenery and everything. And dog photography is definitely my favourite. I just love taking pictures of dogs running or playing with a ball or something like that. To try and keep everything in focus when the animals are moving. You have to be really quick and you have to focus really quick without shaking. It can be quite difficult when it's windy.
One of my favourite set of pictures is actually from Poland, the Białowieża forest in the east of Poland near Belarus. And I was there with my son, and it was the winter, and it got down to about -25 with lots of snow, and we were photographing eagles, and so as not to disturb them, we had to go into the hide before first light, which is about 5 a.m, and stay until after dark, which is about 5 p.m, and be silent. So that was probably the most demanding set of photographs I've ever taken, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
I think my favourite pictures are always going to be the pictures I take of my dog Kira because she's so photogenic and she's just such an easy dog to photograph.
Well, certainly a wildlife photographer, I think you begin by watching and learning about wildlife, because the most important skill for a wildlife photographer is to know your subject. All my best images I think I've taken has been by sitting still and waiting for things to come to me. And it's because I know their behaviour, I've been watching them, decades. I kind of think, well, if I sit here, they're going to come this way. And if you're quiet and still, very often, well, especially in the Falklands, they're very happy to come close to you. So my best images have really come that way. So I think being observant, very important. Patience is the other key skill. You've got to be able to wait and wait and wait some more. And the other technical skills, well, you can learn those, you just kind of learn those, but patience and observing and just experience are the things that are the kind of real challenges. I really do find joy in the creation around me, and it's a way of sharing that. And certainly hearing from friends through social media or other friends who've shared images with, they kind of get some of that joy. So I think that's really what lies behind it.